So scientists are warning that Canada's invasive super pigs, that's a picture you just saw come up on your screen, could soon be a problem south of the border. Super pigs are populations of wild pigs, there they are, that often crossbreed with wild boars and domestic swine. So scientists have warned they breed quickly, they spread disease, and they may soon become a larger problem in the northern United States. Megan Evans from the Alberta Invasive Species Council told us last June about the dangers of these wild pigs. We've brought her back again this morning because, Megan, there's been a development. Containment efforts, across the prairie provinces. First of all, how have those gone in the past year?
Well, speaking from the Alberta perspective, most of our pigs are still in north central Alberta. So, that's really where they are. And it'll be a big jump for them to get to the American border. There have been some maps released recently that show populations in Saskatchewan and Manitoba at a little bit lower and more southern parts of those provinces. But I can't speak to those data, but there might be a larger risk in those areas.
Yeah, it's made headlines for the last couple of days now that there is concern in the northern United States. Do you know where that's coming from?
So I think there were some publications or reports from the University of Saskatchewan that came out. So, and there's always lots of talk. This is a topic that's really interested. It gets us excited to have people talking about invasive species, even though this is a really serious issue. It's great to get folks talking about it, so it's definitely a good thing.
Yeah, you first sort of laid out for us some of the issues that were happening last June. The incredible dangers that the diseases bring. They carry a lot of disease that can spread to farms and cities. And wild boars carry 89 transmissible diseases, including foot and mouth disease and African swine fever. You told us that they would have the ability to shut down $1 billion Canadian pork and beef industries. So what is the current situation?
So no reportable disease outbreak. So that's a very, very good thing. This is the risk of a reportable disease outbreak is the single biggest risk associated with this feral population of wild boar. So none of that has happened. And there's a lot of preparedness. There's a lot of work going on behind the scenes in Alberta. The province is working really closely with Alberta Pork. There's a lot of risk assessments, preparedness, and a lot of things happening. And we also do connect with our colleagues south of the border and make sure that the lines of communication are very much open with those folks so that we all kind of have a general idea of what's going on.
Experts say that eradication might now be impossible in some areas of Canada. That's alarming. Your organization is against hunting as a practical solution. So what do you believe is the most effective solution when it comes to dealing with this invasive species?
So in Alberta, our goal still is eradication. So that is absolutely the goal here. We have fewer wild boar in our province than in Manitoba and Saskatchewan. So it might be a bit of a different scenario there. We do need to work together, obviously, because the pigs don't really care about provincial boundaries. But in our province, we have a provincial program. It's the Wild Boar Control Program. It's where groups of wild boar are tracked using trail cameras, drones, reports from the public, and even a boar sniffing dog, if you can imagine. And then the technicians set up remotely monitored corral traps, and entire groups of pigs are removed from the landscape. The reason for that is if we hunt them, if they're exposed to hunting pressure, and you remove a couple of individuals from the group, the remaining pigs learn. It actually teaches them. They're so smart. It teaches them to learn to avoid being hunted and trapped in the future and can make them more challenging to manage. So the provincial control program is the first of its kind in Canada. It's been really successful, and it's a wonderful collaboration with the province and Alberta Pork.
Megan, really quickly, so once they're corralled, then where do they go?
So they are humanely euthanized. We really don't have a place for these animals. They are invasive everywhere in Canada, and they breed incredibly quickly. So they're looked after as humanely as possible.
Megan Evans, I want to thank you for bringing us the update. We've been following this story along throughout the week, as have you. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.